Okay guys, in today's video we're going to replace the lower control arm on this guy's car. This is a 05 Avalon, but if you got a Lexus, Toyota or Lexus, it's the same procedure. So I got my floor jack on the other car, so I'm going to have to finish that job first. So pretty much we're going to remove, there's 3 bolts on this mount. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 for this ball joint. And then the control arm itself has 1 here bolt, and then it got 1 here and 1 on the other side behind this mount. So we got to jack up that transmission a little bit. So we also got a front end transmission mount, and it's like from right over here. We'll see where the bolt is for that. So you see this bolt here, this bolt there, and there's gonna be 3 bolts. This one over there, we can see all 3. We're gonna get those out of there, and I'm only gonna show you one side, how to do one side. The opposite side is the same procedure. You see how bad this control arm is, and we're gonna do both together, okay? And the only difference on this side is you got a couple you got a line there with the 10mm bolt there, and there might be one back here somewhere. So if you do got like 2 bolts, just lift the line, and that's the way you're gonna get this engine mount off. And it's the same procedure. But anyways, gotta get my floor jack out of the other car, so I am gonna have to finish the other job up before this guy. Anyways, let's start taking things apart. Meanwhile, because we're still waiting for the caliper on the other vehicle. Okay, so we're gonna start from here. 1, 2, 3, okay? And your bolt joint is loose by now. Remember, the new one is gonna come with the ball jump, but usually I don't change these, just the arm, and this can be done another set of time, but they never go bad. And we're gonna leave that alone. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna remove this little guy. Corrosion. Okay, there you go. Throw some WD-40 on it. We did that, but still, it's literally a whole bunch of corrosion on that. But there's one down here. There you go. So keep these separate, those 3 separate. I got one more underneath this cover, so I'm gonna, okay, that cover just came off just like that. Usually I grab it with a needle nose, and let's keep that separate. Don't worry, the engine's not gonna fall on us, because it's gonna stay sitting on the mount. We are gonna have to loosen that mount. Just take the bolt off, and then when you put it back down, you gotta guide it back in. So we're gonna work on this bolt next, and we're gonna take off those 2 after that. Okay, now we're gonna work on the bolt here. He's gonna hold, my friend is gonna hold the wrench over here on this nut, and it's a 19mm and a 19 in the bottom. Make sure you don't hurt your hand there. Look at that, baby. Nice. Okay. Don't lose that. So I'm gonna get this off completely. There you go. I'm gonna throw it down there. And there we have it. So all we got left is the 2 bolts up here and 1 nut for the transmission mount. So we'll go down and we'll jack up the engine, a transmission side of it with a floor jack. But meanwhile, we can get this bolt out. Okay, now we're gonna go back over here, and we're gonna remove the nut on top of this engine, the transmission mount. I don't know why he keeps an engine mount. So if for any reason your mount is broken, the whole thing will free play. then we're in bigger trouble. But usually I never had that case on these Avalons or Toyota Siennas or the Camrys or the Lexus. So This is like a universal stuff here. Again, your transmission is not gonna fall down because the whole weight is sitting on this, unless everything is broken and your bracket is broken, but then you're in a bigger trouble than anything. Okay, it's coming out pretty good. There you go. Okay, so it's so tight. There you go. This baby's out. Okay, that's it. Now we're gonna go down. Okay, so we got this panel out of the way. So this little guy, 3 bolts. Probably gonna be corroded. Oh my god. Socket don't even go on this, babies. Okay. Probably gonna have to hammer them on a bit. This one goes on, but this one, okay, that one goes on too, but a little tough. Let's see if I can get this guy off. That's how it should be. That's one. You got one in here. There you go. That one came out easy because it's hidden, no corrosion. And this is the last one. Again, nothing is gonna fall on you, okay? Because it's sitting on top of the mounts and we're not taking the top bolt off this mount. So we're done. We're ready to jack up this transmission. We'll put a floor jack probably here or here with the wood, okay? So you don't want to go metal to metal. Okay, we got the transmission jack down here, and I'm gonna have my friend pump it. Go ahead, pump. As he pumps, pump, pump, pump. You see that? Keep going, keep going. The transmission is going in the air, okay? It's not gonna go all the way, okay? Pump more, pump more, pump more, pump more. And that's it. We're gonna let it stop there. Now I'm gonna bang this so your transmission mount can drop from right here. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna release this mount. So all you gotta do is bang on this little guy and it should release the mount. Okay, see, it's like it's loose already. You see that? It's moving around. No longer need to hit this. Can you pump a little bit more? Little bit more. Little bit more. That's it. We're gonna leave it there. You see that? So this guy is out of the housing. Give me that big pry bar there. Okay, my friend got a pry bar here. We got this under the pan. Okay, we could pump the floor jack. It's up to you, but this is the way I always do it. I put a cardboard. I put a plastic wrap around this pry bar so we don't damage the oil pan. So all we need to do is get this guy out. Go ahead, pump a little bit. Just jack that up a little bit. There you go. Once this is out, you're gonna twist it. Gonna go up more. All right, that's it. Go up with the floor jack. Leave it there. Go up with the floor jack now. A little bit. Keep going. A little bit more. There you go. Now what we're gonna do here is do this again one more time. Pry bar comes in handy. So I'm trying to get this guy out. Okay. So what I want to do here is I want to get it back in first. I'm going to try to take off the top end first. I did this years back. I haven't done one of these in like 4 years. Okay. There you go. You see how the top comes out? And that's it. Let it go. Take off the pry bar. Take it off completely. It's going to sit on your transmission floor jack. And that's it. We're going to clean all this area up. And we're going to lubricate this. So we got one bolt here. And we got one bolt over here. They're both probably 22 millimeters, I'm not sure, or 24. I'll figure that part out and I'll show you guys. Okay, now it's a 24. I measured it. So let's start off with this bolt right here. And there's a small little bracket on that, like a little sleeve. You need that. So let's take this baby off. Sometimes they're corroded, they won't even come out. Then it's bad luck for us. Let's get this baby out. Bad luck for us. Let's try this one right here. That's pretty fair. Not fair. Give me some of that penetrating oil. It's coming out, but I want to spray some of this stuff and we'll leave it there. And if you're lucky, it'll work out for us. If not, we're gonna heat these babies and give it another attempt here. Not going well. Okay, so I use my mini ductor to heat this baby up. I'm gonna do the same thing with the other bolt. Heat always works. I can't touch that, guys. It's probably super duper hot. So I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I'm gonna reach in with my mini ductor here. I'm gonna heat this guy up and we'll attempt this side because this side is seriously jammed. Okay, so I'm heating the crap out of this bolt right now. Just be careful from the actually hit the boot, but it's really far, but you never know. So it's sizzling right now. I'm gonna give it a good 30-40 seconds. The bolt already has loosened up a bit. And then I'll put my impact gun on it. Okay, I think this should be more than enough here for me to work with this. Let's give it another 10 seconds. Okay, that should be more than enough. So I'm gonna grab my camera and the light, and I'm gonna grab my impact. And let's see how lucky we get today with this guy. There you have it. It's nice and loose, but it's nice and hot and toasty, so we don't touch it. Disconnect all this. Don't touch the front of this. Put it to the side on the box. All right, so this is nice and toasty. I'm gonna try to get that little guy out with a wrench here. There you go. There you go. This baby's hot. He's over there sitting. Don't touch it if you heat anything. So the arm is all loose, okay? So I'm gonna get a small pry bar and we're gonna pull this control arm out. Forgot to take out the ball joint here, which is loose already. Remember, we took off the bolts, but I can always do it again. And let's see how this goes. All right, so let's get this ball joint out of the housing. I should have been got that guy out. It would have been easier when it was up in the air. So now we don't have space. There you go, it's out. And all we're gonna do is push that to the side, and our arm is nice and loose. If you could take this tie rod out, that's even better, but those are the moves we didn't make already. So we should be able to get this guy out. The hard part is gonna be trying to get this guy in, especially with the back problems. But there you go. It's gonna be very difficult for us to put the bolt from the bottom up here, but we're only doing this because the alignment people are gonna give us bullshit because one side control arm is completely shot. This one was all right, but it's cracked up, so we decided to knock both out. We are gonna use this guy, okay? This goes on to the new control arm on the same spot. If you don't put that on, your alignment will never be fixed. There we have it. We're gonna get the new control arm, but let me clean all this area up first. Okay guys, we got the control arm. So this is the piece that goes here, but we can put this in anytime, okay? And so we'll leave this off for now. So the main point here right now for us to get this bottom 19mm bolt. So my friend here is gonna try to get this in there, and I'm gonna try to put the bolt from the bottom like that. Once it's in, we can just tap it, but it's not gonna be so easy to align this little guy. And hold on. Okay, hold on. And where's the hammer? We can tap it a bit. So this is the part I might not be able to record here, but let it go. I'm gonna play around with this a little bit. Okay, so best thing to do here is tap on this, tap on that. That's gonna open up a little bit, and you see how that goes in. Don't push it too far either, because we need to do the bottom end first. Can you see the bottom? Okay, it's almost there. Oh, that was, oh God. Okay. Okay. I need my, I'm gonna use this extension and everything to leverage to get this baby in there. So once it's in there, you can just tap it and give me the nut. You can let it go. Let it go. Let go of this. And it's in already, and we're gonna put the nut on so it doesn't drop back down. Remember, we can't take up the floor jack. We can't go up high. So what we can do here is we're gonna have to figure this part out here too. So we're gonna back up on this and get this baby in there, and then we'll put the 2 bolts in. Okay, so check this out. Very easy. Can you push the arm? Just the arm, push it this way. Yep, push it in. Yep, there you go. A little bit more. Okay, it's probably gonna hit over here. So we pretty much got it where we wanted at. And if you want to tap it a little bit, move. And you can just tap it. But it's gonna end up touching your ball joint over here. So what you need to do is just grab here and do that to it. At the same time, it's gonna be a lot of working over here. All kinds of movements. Can you push that control arm? There you go. There you go. So we just gotta go more further, and then we'll put the bolts. Okay, so we're ready to put this bolt in. Remember that little sleeve. Make sure you put that little sleeve there, the little earlobe. I'll put greasing on this bolt, and you never want to put impact on this unless you're so sure that you got threads in there. Okay, shouldn't be hard for you to get everything lined, and this is kind of gonna give you trouble because the earlobe's got to be lined, your control arm's got to be lined. Can you grab the light like that? Okay, so hopefully you guys can see this. There you go. It dropped dead. All I want to know is if it caught my threads. So seems like I got the threads. It's not going down. So that could mean only one thing, that it didn't catch the threads, or it's not straight. You could tap on it a little bit, but everything's got to be turned by hand. So let's see if my bolt comes out. Okay, it's not coming out, so I'm assuming it caught threads, but I still don't want to take a chance. Sometimes I put finger from the bottom to figure out, wiggle it around. That's your turn. Okay, I know I didn't catch the threads yet. Definitely didn't catch the threads. So I'll be back as soon as I catch the threads, and we'll lock it up. Okay, got the threads on this and on that, so make sure you catch the threads, okay? So now, bang this baby out. Nice and tight, okay? You're not gonna have no access to this bolt, especially, so knock it out right now. I'm gonna do the other side. Okay, the reason why you're not gonna have access to this bolt is because the mount sits on top of it. So there's no way, okay? So let's get our mount in. We're gonna put the mount in right now. My friend is gonna do the same thing for me. I'm gonna put this baby in, then I'm gonna finish up the job, then just complete everything, put all the bolts together, lock that bolt up. We already these two, make sure you put the ball joint bolts in, lock up these. You can lock up everything, just don't lock up the center mount if you're doing the opposite side. Like I told you, the opposite side is the same process. You just got a power steering line going across, which has 10 or 12 millimeter bolts, and they do disturb a little bit. I think the line goes over this arm of this mount on the opposite side. So now, same procedure. Let's put this side in. And, okay. Let me see if the other arm is sitting. Yep, it's sitting. So what I want to do here is, can you jack? Let's see if you can do it with just a floor jack. Just a tiny bit amount. Pump it. Very little. Pump it. Pump it. Okay. Okay. Come down slowly. You're not losing the floor jack slowly though, right? Turn it counterclockwise, so very slow, let it release slowly. My hand's on here, go ahead. There you go, too fast, but he did it. The little spot in the middle, the little hook that goes straight in, make sure that sits properly. So this is done. The floor jack has done its job. The floor jack can just come out. For the other side, you gotta move the floor jack towards the engine sides. And that's it, we're done here. I'm gonna put everything back together and then we'll move to the other side. All right. Nice and tight. Make sure you put a wrench on the top and impact in the bottom. Make sure this is tight. You tighten that bolt before you even put the mount in. We got this bolt tight. We got the 3 bolts on the bottom tight. We got the 3 bolts here tight. So 3, 3, and 1, and 2. That's everything we took off. The center mount is still loose because we're gonna work on the other side. And you can see the center mount right here. It does give it a little bit of help to lift up, eases things out. So that side, like I said, same process. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. And if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to send me a message.